morning. It's quite early. The sun gets up very early in the morning at this high up on the globe. So it's impossible to sleep any longer. So let's get started. Yeah, let's get as much water as possible out of the shoes before getting inside. Bye bye. Yeah, now we are sailing again. This time we are going to go from outside Oravais in western Finland up to Jakobstad, also in western Finland. Currently we are sailing, cruising at a very high speed, about 1 knot. Maybe I should have put up the foresail, but it makes life more complicated as well, so I will stick with just the main sail. It's a little bit off course, but I'm thinking that maybe it will be possible to get out to Lillskär. That's the island in front here. It's a couple of kilometers. It will take about 1.5 hours to get there, but there is a lighthouse out there I want to look at. So what do you think? Should we do that, or should we go that way instead, along the coast? The weather forecast is quite favorable to get out there. It's going to blow 6 to 14 knots from the southwest. So that's wind slightly in from the burn. Of course the wind will increase later on, but it will turn also a little bit to the west. So it should be possible to get up to land. There is quite a distance over to land, mainland there. I'm going that direction after being out on this small island here. So first we're gonna visit the lighthouse here and then head towards land again. And hopefully we will be able to get over to mainland before it starts blowing too much. But with a quick stop out on the lighthouse it should be possible. It's like a wall of rocks. Bye bye, little Stubbens. What's so special with this part of the coastline is that it's so rocky, and suddenly in the middle of the sea there is a rock, like here, far away from land. Quite some distance left. Of course, one can go closer to the shore. Oh, that would be safer. As the wind is going to change to more westerly winds, it's good to have some margin for the shoreline. Finally, we are close to where we are going to go in, on the inside of the islands, and that's straight ahead here, in through this passage here. On this side it seems to be less rocks than it is over there. You can tell that it's not deep here because there is a lot of swell, and that is when the waves don't have that much depth to move around in. Next area of very shallow water. I think that was the worst. Looks a bit deeper here now. Now we are doing some really good speed. 4 knots. And I'm only paddling to keep the course. Over there we have Soklopellan. But there's another lighthouse. But as it's blowing so much now, we're not going to visit it now. Instead we're going to keep to the coastline, a little bit safer. I would like to go through this stone maze, not because it's fun, but because it's a much shorter distance, and to have to round that island out there and then go back, it's kind of dangerous. To go a little bit further down to see if it's more open further out. We're cheating closely so I don't get pushed around so much. What do you think? Should we give it a try? It's actually worse further out. Would not like to turn here. Where can one go next? Not here. This is not going to end well. This was a bad idea. I'm stuck. I have to walk from here. Maybe it's getting deeper here now. Yeah, I made it through, but the battery on the camera didn't. It was a rocky ride. Now we are heading towards Grisselören harbor. Straight ahead, below the mast. That's where I'm going to be picked up.